In the quiet town of Willowbrook, nestled between rolling hills and whispering pines in the English countryside, a miracle unfolded on a crisp autumn morning in 2010. Dr. Elias Hawthorne, a renowned obstetrician, held his breath as he delivered little Aria Evergreen into the world. The room, bathed in the soft glow of dawn light filtering through lace curtains, fell silent, not with joy, but with a collective gasp. Aria entered life without arms, her tiny body a delicate canvas untouched by the brush of limbs. The ultrasound had hinted at anomalies, but nothing prepared her parents, Clara and Theo Evergreen, for this raw, unfiltered truth. "She's perfect," Clara whispered through tears, cradling her daughter against her chest, feeling the fierce beat of a heart that refused to yield. The doctor's words were a storm of shadows. "She'll need constant care. Independence. Unlikely. A normal life. A distant dream. Prognoses piled like autumn leaves. Wheelchair-bound. Therapy-dependent. A life scripted by limitations." Theo, a woodcarver with hands calloused from shaping oak into beauty, clenched his fists until his knuckles whitened. "Our girl will carve her own path," he vowed, his voice a rumble of thunder. Clara, a former music teacher whose fingers once danced across piano keys, nodded, her eyes locking onto Aria's, deep pools of emerald green, sparkling with an otherworldly curiosity. From that moment, the evergreens built a fortress not of walls, but of whispers. "You are enough, my love. More than enough." Aria's early years were a symphony of adaptation. Where other toddlers grasped rattles, she learned to nudge toys with her toes, her feet nimble as a fawn's first steps. Meals became ballets of balance, her parents guiding spoons to lips while she giggled at the absurdity. But it was music that called to her soul. Clara remembered the day vividly. Aria, barely 2, lay on a blanket, her feet tapping rhythmically to the faint strains of Beethoven drifting from the old upright piano in the corner of their cozy cottage. "Mama," she cooed, her voice a melody of its own, "make the box sing more." Clara's heart swelled. She cleared the pedals, lowered the bench, and placed Aria's feet upon the keys. What followed was no accident. A tentative plink, then a cascade of notes, clumsy yet pure, like rain on a tin roof. Undeterred by the world's pitying glances at playgrounds or the hushed consultations with specialists, Aria's feet became her hands, her voice her bridge to the unseen. Theo crafted custom pedals from reclaimed wood, each one etched with stars. "For the dreams you'll chase," he'd say. Neighbors whispered of the brave little sprite, but Aria heard only the music in their cheers. By age 6, she was composing simple tunes, her toes weaving tales of fluttering birds and endless skies. School was a kinder battleground. Teachers marveled as she wrote essays by dictating to a voice recorder, her words flowing like sonnets. Bullies' taunts, "freak without fingers," bounced off her like pebbles on a river, for Aria had learned the armor of song. "God took my arms," she'd say with a grin that lit rooms, "but gave me wings instead." Years blurred into a tapestry of triumphs and trials. At 10, Aria entered her first recital, her feet a whirlwind on the keys, playing Chopin's Nocturne in E-flat. The audience, 50 souls in a drafty village hall, held its breath, then erupted in applause that shook the rafters. But it was the quiet victories that forged her steel. Late nights when pain from overworked muscles brought tears, and Clara would hum lullabies, reminding her, "Pain is the shadow, joy, the light it chases." Faith was their anchor. Sundays in the stone chapel, where Aria's toes traced hymns on a portable keyboard, her voice soaring like a lark. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Theo often knelt beside her, whispering, "You're God's masterpiece, unfinished but flawless." 6 years after those first taps on the piano, destiny summoned Aria to a stage far grander than Willowbrook's Hall. It was 2016, and the world had shrunk through screens and shares. A local talent scout, moved by a video Theo posted online, "My daughter's feet, her heart's voice," invited her to audition for Harmony Horizon, a global televised showcase. Doubts crept in like fog over the moors. What if they see only the missing, not the music? Clara cupped Aria's face, her own lined with quiet pride. "Then let them hear your soul, darling. It speaks louder than any limb." The audition hall in London buzzed with prodigies, violinists with fingers like lightning, singers with voices of velvet. Aria wheeled on stage, her custom piano angled low, feet bare and steady. The judges, stern faces softened by curiosity, leaned forward as she announced, "This is Wings of Dawn, for my family, who taught me to fly." The first note fell like dew, a gentle sea, her big toe pressing with reverence. Then, the flood, arpeggios rippling like wind through leaves, chords blooming into a crescendo that painted the air with gold. Her voice joined, pure and piercing. "From shadows I rise, on feet that defy, to touch the stars where the broken ones fly." The room dissolved into sobs. A judge, a grizzled composer, buried his face in his hands, whispering, "A miracle." The performance aired weeks later, a spark in the digital ether. By dawn, it had ignited. Shares from Tokyo to Toronto, views climbing like vines, 10,000, 100,000, then millions. Comments cascaded. "She played my heartache away. In her, I see my own scars healed." Celebrities retweeted. Headlines screamed, "Armless Angel's feet forged symphony of hope." Invitations poured in. Concerts in Carnegie Hall, TED Talks where Aria's toes danced across keys while she spoke of spirit's alchemy, limitations. They're illusions. The real music is in the beat of your unbreakable heart. Back in Willowbrook, Aria returned not as a phenomenon, but as family, hugging Theo with her shoulders, kissing Clara's cheek with a nuzzle. The piano in the cottage bore new scars from her feet, each a testament. Yet fame's glow revealed deeper notes. A foundation for limb difference children, scholarships funded by royalties, workshops where different became divine. One evening, as fireflies danced outside, Aria played a new piece, Echoes of Us, her toes tracing the melody of gratitude. "Mama, Papa," she said, eyes shining, "I wasn't born without arms. I was born with a world's worth of song." Today, at 16, Aria Evergreen tours the globe, her feet a testament to transcendence. Millions, touched by that one performance, carry her whisper. Faith isn't absence of storm, but dancing in the rain. Strength isn't muscle, but the will to rise. And miracles, they're not rare, they're in every soul that dares to play on. In Aria's unbroken spirit, we all find our keys, our chords, our wings. Thank you for watching this story till the end. Sparkles, if it touched your heart, please support us. Thumbs up, give it a like. Speech balloon, share your thoughts in the comments. Bell, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more stories that inspire and make you believe in miracles. Your participation means a lot to us. Heart.